How are you? Please join me in the pledge to the Bible. I pledge allegiance to the Bible, God's holy word. I will make it a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. I will hide its words in my heart that I might not sin against God. Join me in the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, today we're going to celebrate August birthdays, and there's a whole lot of them. So when I call your name, come on up. Kindergarten, Grace Thurwalker, Tegan Wallace. First grade, Caden Drillin, Zeke Salazar, Penelope Valise. Be able to do that. Second grade, Bobby Landag, Aubrey Ibarra, what is it? Ibarra, oh boy, I rolled the R. Third grade, Keikoa DeVisser, Jane Hodges, Emma Queersfeld, Zara Martinez. Fourth grade, Casey Newton, Jack Lara, Owen Brush, Ocean Olvera, Kaylani DeVisser, Hannah Debris, Nira Shutter, Autumn Lundstead. Wow, there's a lot of them. Okay. Jack, Owen, Ocean, not here yet, Kaylani, Hannah. Did I say her name right? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy birthday. Thanks. Fifth grade, Brooklyn Chavez. In sixth grade, Madeline Clower, Aubrey Ford, Liam Kasirik, and Siggy Saldivar and Darian Wallace. Sing happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you. Let's welcome Mrs. Floyd up.
Well, good morning and happy birthday to all of you that had August birthdays. What an exciting time and a great way to start our morning. So this week we continue to talk about obedience and striving to obey. How do we obey, boys and girls? Very nice job. And as we have started this week with each of our morning time visits, I would like for us to recite Ephesians 6, 1 through 3. So if you know part of that or all of that, please join me in recitation. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother. This is the first commandment with a promise, that it may go well with you and that you may live long in the land. So we've already talked about the fact that we don't strive to obey in our own strength, but we look to the Lord to guide us. We ask him for strength to obey, because part of obeying is submitting to someone else's will, and that is difficult for us as humans. And it's okay to admit to ourselves and to one another that obedience is difficult. But just because something is difficult doesn't mean that we don't strive to do it and do it to our very best, while knowing that we're leaning on the Lord for strength. So we've talked about the fact that we strive to practice obedience here at school because the commandment that God has given us is to obey our parents. But we know here at school, most of our parents aren't here. And so we are striving to obey our teachers and the other people that are in authority. And what I want to talk about today is the fact that obedience is a way to show love. In the book of John, chapter 14, verse 15, Jesus tells his disciples that if they loved him, they would obey his commands. And boys and girls, Jesus says that to us as well. If we love him, we will obey his commands. And the command that we recited from Ephesians was to do what? What was the command that Jesus gives us in Ephesians? To obey. He did mean that. You're correct. He wants it right away. But who is it that he asks us to obey in the verse in Ephesians? Who is it, sir? Our parents. And we're going to pull that thought process over to school and obeying our teachers. So boys and girls, as you go through today and you're thinking about obedience and striving for it, even though it's difficult, I want you to remember in your minds that your obedience shows love to your teachers and also to your classmates as you are working on obeying right away, all the way, with a happy heart. Because also remember, the very end of this obedience is not to do it just because somebody else is watching you. It's to do it because your heart desires to obey. I hope that y'all have a wonderful Thursday, and happy birthday again to those that we celebrated this morning. Mrs. Domajo.
So we've been working on obedience, and one way that we can obey is lines. Good. The Lord be with you.